I'm talking about Blueface, Ronnie, and the tattoo.
We're not together. Y'all know, y'all been following my little journey with surrendering.
It seems like there's been a whole lot going on with this complicated situation between Blueface and Chrisean, and it's honestly a bit of a circus show. Let me break it down for you as best as I can, because the drama has been non-stop, and it's taking some unexpected turns. Chrisean, whose real name is Chrisean Rock, has been very vocal about her personal journey lately. She's been speaking about surrendering to God and turning away from secular music, people, places, and things. She refers to this transformation as giving it up for real, for real. In the midst of this spiritual journey, some major life changes have also occurred, including her relationship with Blueface. Chrisean, despite all the chaos, is clearly trying to balance her faith and her relationship in ways that may seem confusing to some outsiders. At the end of October, Blueface, whose real name is Jonathan Porter, made a big move, getting a tattoo of Chrisean's name on his jaw. Then he gets a pastor on the phone, and through some bizarre prison phone ceremony, they apparently say their vows. They claim to be married, with the date of their wedding set as November 2nd. The whole thing felt very rushed and odd, considering that the couple didn't even do a marriage license. It wasn't like they were out there flaunting their marriage either. Chrisean wasn't posting on social media saying, "Oh, my man, my man, my man," or showing off her husband to the public. Instead, they were keeping things low-key, and from what Chrisean says, they were protecting whatever we did for each other and not letting the public interfere in their private moments. Despite this apparent attempt at privacy, things quickly went off the rails. Recently, there was an altercation where Chrisean was allegedly harassed and stalked. Blueface, from behind bars, made it clear that he wasn't happy about the situation, accusing Chrisean of not asking for his permission before leaving the house. Chrisean, however, had a very different perspective. She responded by saying, "You should be mad that I didn't have security. Why are we talking about permission to leave?" Her point was that whether or not she had texted him, there would have been no protection from her getting harassed. According to Chrisean, the real issue was that she had to deal with these situations on her own, without any protection. Chrisean's frustration was evident when she explained that she just wanted to go work out and do some shopping for Christmas presents. She wasn't out there doing anything scandalous. She was simply trying to take care of herself and her family. But Blueface, even from jail, seemed to be throwing tantrums about what she could and couldn't do. Chrisean, used to dealing with his antics, just brushed him off, calling him goofy for being so dramatic. To make matters worse, Blueface got a tattoo of Chrisean's name on his face, just adding another layer of confusion to their already chaotic relationship. Some fans were baffled by this move, given that Blueface also has a tattoo of his other baby mama, Jaden Alexis, on his face. This whole tattoo situation made it clear that there's a lot of back and forth drama between Blueface, Chrisean, and Jaden, with no real resolution in sight. Despite all of this, it doesn't seem like Chrisean and Blueface are really together in the traditional sense. The status of their relationship is unclear, and they seem to go through cycles where they break up and then get back together. It's almost as if they can't stay away from each other, even though they clearly have their issues. Chrisean, for example, seems to have figured out Blueface's patterns. When he gets angry, he makes demands from his jail cell, which just sounds ridiculous. He's in prison, but he's acting like he has authority over her life. But beyond the surface level drama, there are some deeper concerns. Recently, Whack 100, who has been a key figure in the music industry, started managing Chrisean. This development has raised some eyebrows. Whack, who doesn't exactly have a history of liking Chrisean, now seems to be involved in her career. Some people think it's all about Money Whack getting a piece of the action and finding a way to make more profit off of Chrisean's fame. Chrisean, for her part, seems to be caught up in the whirlwind of her relationship with Blueface, and the involvement of Whack 100 only adds another layer of complexity to everything. Meanwhile, Jaden, Blueface's other baby mama, has been putting herself out there on social media, showing off her body, and even playing around with the idea of moving on from Blueface. Reports suggest that Jaden has covered up her tattoo of Blueface's name, which seems like a pretty obvious sign that she's done with him. After all, why keep a tattoo of someone's name on your body when they've clearly moved on to someone else? People were saying that Jaden was showing a little more skin lately, maybe to get attention or to signal that she's embracing her independence. But at the same time, some fans were wondering why she would want to erase a part of her past with Blueface. It's clear that this whole love triangle or love square, considering the involvement of other women, is messy. All of this has happened in the span of just a few weeks, and it's already shaping up to be a wild ride. The real question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? Will Blueface return home from jail? And if so, what kind of relationship will he have with Chrisean and Jaden? Will he claim Chrisean as his own or go back to Jaden? Or will he continue to juggle multiple women and add even more drama to the already chaotic circus? There's also the matter of Chrisean's so-called spiritual journey. People are questioning whether Chrisean is genuinely trying to turn her life around, or if she's simply using religion as a shield to avoid jail time or other consequences of her actions. She posts Bible verses and encourages her followers to find strength in faith. But is this a true transformation or just a rebrand for the public? Some might say it's a way for her to distance herself from the chaos of her past, but others might argue that it's just another layer to the ongoing drama. The question is whether Chrisean will stay on this righteous path for the long haul, or if it's just an intermission before she goes back to her old ways once Blueface returns. Then there's Blueface himself. The idea of him returning from jail and trying to find a new purpose or a new direction in life is on everyone's mind. Will he come out more focused on his faith? Or will he return to his old antics, creating more chaos and drama as he's done in the past? His return will be a major moment, and it will likely decide the future of his relationships with Chrisean, Jaden, and whoever else may be involved in his circus of a life. Ultimately, there's no telling how this drama will unfold. Will Chrisean and Blueface reconcile, or will they continue to tear each other apart? Will they make it work, or will the betrayals and backstabbing continue? Will they find peace, or will the circus continue to run wild? The only thing that's certain is that the ride isn't over yet, and there are plenty more twists and turns ahead. So, as the saga of Blueface, Chrisean, Jaden, and all the other players continues, just remember to stay tuned. It's a show that doesn't seem like it will slow down anytime soon. And as always, don't blink, you might miss something.